Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of SnowTown here in City Skylines, where guys, last episode we added in some brand new highway on and off ramps, and we had that little bit of a traffic issue on the Manhattan area, which resulted in me placing down a roundabout, which I despise, I hated doing, and it just ruins the whole look of that peninsula with our beautiful straight gritty style roads. And I did say last episode as well that I'll sort something out, and then we'll kind of roll with it. Well, guess what, guys? Guess what? I did it. Which is quite cool. We've got a new system. Thank you for everybody left comments, kind of giving me a few little tips and tricks and kind of pointers in the right direction and what they thought or what you thought would be a good idea. I kind of implemented some of them, but ultimately the fix was a little bit more simpler than I originally thought. Now, it's not perfect. I still have to do a lot of stuff to kind of rectify it and kind of make it look pretty good and all that. But we have a solid start. Now, with what I've done, also is going to change the whole monorail system too. Yep. You're probably thinking, Seniac, what have you legit done right now? What have you legit done? But we are going to find out. So as always, guys, if you do... Oh, snap. We're going all over the place right now. But if you do enjoy this episode, guys, and want to see more SnowTown in the future, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you're new in here, then make sure you subscribe so you're notified when the next episode comes out. But this is what I did. My original idea was to have this road, which for a brief moment was a freaking roundabout. This road just elevating straight over. So it elevates up, goes straight across, and then comes back down, which leads over to this bridged area. Now, granted, it does push a little bit of the traffic up to this junction here, but we have ways in which we can solve it. So do not worry, boys. And this highway junction right now is pretty free. I mean, we still get a little bit of backlog just there, but that's more because it's borderline a 90-degree angle to kind of turn off the highway. Do we have 90 degrees over here? This is not a 90 degree, it's a little bit more smooth, so I gotta make the edges run a little bit smoother. But what it does, it now completely changes our whole monorail system because if I kind of show you right now, pink is the monorail. We have this really big loop going around. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm legit gonna get rid of that loop. Because what I could do now is, they used to cross over on this point here where that one comes down. Let me get rid of this. Hold on, I'm in transport hubs. Hold on. There we go. So this used to come down to here, turn there to connect to there. That used to be the crossover point. Now we kind of can't do it. So if I use this monorail stop here and run it and upgrade this road all the way over down to here, I delete this section of the monorail, this section going all the way around as well, because then this one here can follow the whole loop around the edge and then connect up to here rather than going down. So I can create this whole loop on this whole peninsula of a monorail, and an other monorail just crosses over and complements it. Thus, that will mean it might slightly make this subway a little bit redundant, but it kind of won't because it comes to a downtowny area, and that was going to shoot all the way up to the oil industry. Then it will complement it. It will also complement our tram line here, so that should be pretty cool. But again, it's not the perfect fix. We still have a lot of issues, but it's a lot better than what we were kind of having last time. So we'll sort all this stuff out. Oh, what's going on here? Has our subway line kind of glitched out there? It kind of has. So yeah, we got a ton of stuff to do. So first things first then, let's kind of set up our public transport before we edit any of the roads and just kind of see if that reduces any of the traffic. I also have an additional idea I could potentially do as well. Now this road, let me upgrade all this right now. This road going across literally just bypasses this whole downtown area. Now that wasn't the issue. We wasn't trying to create roads to bypass this area because there were vehicles that literally wanted to get to. Oh snap, hold on. There was vehicles that wanted to get to this area. So what I could potentially do is I could use... I also turn these into one-way roads cutting through, which lead all the way down to the underground highway. I could have little turn-offs on this and on there to kind of filter traffic on and off that elevated road. So we also have that option too. But we'll kind of get to it in just a moment. I just want to kind of throw all this down. Now this is what we should have had originally. This is definitely what we should have had originally. Also, all that road I just placed down right now is elevated. You damn fool, City Egg. You damn fool. Right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Sweet. So then, rather than cutting straight across there, because it is a little bit ridiculous. Let's not mess about with this right now. It is a bit silly. We can have it literally a straight back and forth loop there, which tears through the middle, which again is a really, really quick way to get from one side of the city to the other with a straight monorail loop or line at that point. Let me just now get connected the power lines real quick, just to the point where they are now going to be working. Right, okay, that's all good then. That's all good. So that will go straight across. I'm going to actually put it back into play mode right now. And then what we're going to do is, I'm going to actually delete the monorail lines that I have set up. We have 3. Where's the third one? Oh yeah, 2 of them are on the same loop. Right, I'm going to delete them all right now, which would probably cause a lot of traffic issues. But how we're going to do it now then is we delete this monorail tracks going across. Okay. Right, that is then all done. Right, it should connect up there perfectly. And then this road's going to continue, but it's not really going to do much at this point here. So I delete that as well. We're not going to utilize this. Same on this side, we're not going to utilize that. I'll delete that in just a minute. It's going to come straight down here instead and form back up at this end just here to create that big outer loop. And then we're going to have a monorail from here, tear through all of this down to the stadium. So it's a complete cut-through route. Now, if I get it correct, and if I kind of play around with this here, I could maybe put an extra monorail stop there. So they could get off that one stop and then walk onto the next one if they wanted to cross over the different lines. But it also gives us one last stop before they cross the river over to here too. So that's something else that we got to try and look towards doing. So if I... Right, if I pick this here to be the same height as that... Right, again, bear with me. Just bear with me, guys. And I'm hoping now that this would slope perfect, which it does. Now, is that bridge high enough there for people to walk on down, vehicles to go under? Yeah, that's perfectly good. So then these roads here, I am going to then set them up to be touching the floor. I'll do it like that, and then we'll go from there. We'll just slip both of them aligned to that height. There we go. So that's where I can squeeze that stop in. Then we will be good to rock and roll. And then we'll just select the next set here to there and slope that. So it all goes back up in a gradual incline and reaches over. Sweet, mate. So now delete this real quick. Go to our public transport. And hopefully we should be able to squeeze it in. Bam, just there. Then that road connects. Sweet, mate. Sweet. I'm liking it. I'm liking it right now. So we have a stop up here, but then do I just throw a stop in here as well? An actual stadium stop? Because that also makes a lot of sense to do something like that. Boom. Right there. And then connect. Hot damn. So just for now then, how this line is going to work, it's going to start up here. It's then going to stop here. Stop there. Go across to the University Island and stop there. Cross this one. Stop here. And then stop at the stadium. And then stop here. And then pretty much go back in the opposite way. So at least then we have an actual stadium stop outside of the stadium this time. So this is a better setup for the monorails, which is what I'm liking. That is then done. So let me make sure the power is all connected back up. What actually just deleted? Does this here? That has power. That has power. I don't know if it's got water or not. Yep, they all have water. So that stop can now work and get up and running. No problems, no fuss. Now, I'm probably going to do also a couple of footpaths, bridges, over to the University Island from this big populated, dense area. just so we can kind of utilize, or unless I kind of do like a staircase in a way going up to here, that could also be pretty cool too. I got options. I got option, boys. Okay. So that's done then. Let's sort this second monorail loop out, and then that I can then put my hands on my head and say, yo, why have you got your hands on your head? And then 2, boy, we are ready to rock and roll. So do this going all the way down. So it will connect up to here. Let me pause. I've deleted some of the power lines. But that's going to be used as just the crossover for the monorails. Right, it's deleting a lot of my power lines, but that's okay. And we can utilize this up in many different ways. Oh, snap, I just realized that's a tram line, isn't it? That is a tram line. Right, we have to do some creative magic right now. So tram line here. That goes back to normal. And then how far does the tram line goes all the way up, doesn't it? Yeah. So what we'll have to do then is integrate the tram lines on this same line, which is going to be a little bit tasty. Right, we're pretty much anarchying this over. So if I run this all the way down to here, the tram line and the monorail are going to run on the same system. Now it makes it even more difficult because somehow I've got to try and integrate the stops on it as well. And that's what's going to make it even more difficult. Now, power lines I've just deleted. Let me get connected back up. There we go. Did I delete something else? Or some others? Or was that just it? I think that was just it. Right, we're back into play mode anyway. Right, hold on, pause. Ah, here! Right, that just literally killed everything, didn't it? Right, okay, back up and running there. The monorails, the tram line should have their stops back in. Which they do. Just got to wait for it to kind of update. Let me fast forward. You can update so you know your stops there, boy. The one side just updated. You gotta wait for the other side. There we go. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And that means I can then create that loop going around. So we have a stop here. I'm going to throw a stop. Okay, we'll do it there or there. We'll do it here. And then that one can be here. Yeah. So again, pausing again. And we're going to have to, unfortunately, delete this little section here. Boom. Straight to there. And does that actually now delete some zoning? It does a little bit. We'll then throw one in, pause again. So again, I don't know what I'm deleting. Another one just here. Straight across. And then this is going to be the interesting one. How do I integrate a tram line on the same as a monorail line? Now, we can place down monorail hubs. So you have a bus monorail hub. Then you have a metro monorail train hub. You don't have a monorail tram one, which is a shame. So we're going to have to try and work some magic. So this will be a complete and utter test right now. So if I just deleted this little section... Actually, where's the stop? The stop is... Oh, was it right there? No, that's a tram. Right, this is going to be fun right now to see if I can actually do it. If not, then we just have to bypass it. That's fine. Monorail... No, where is it? What am I doing? Silly Echo Fool. Right, drop that there. And then... Right. Gotta work my magic right now. So let's go back to the roads. And upgrade these to the tram roads. But then if I unhook this road... and upgraded it... Granted, we have this little weird spot here. Ah, oh, damn it! Right, that should be all okay. That actually works. It actually freaking works. Right, so we have a tram and a monorail on the same route. Genius, Zodiac. I mean, it's with the power of anarchy. Of course it is. But I've placed it there just so it's a little bit of a way from that stop. You know, that stop's just there. They can walk back and forth. It's completely fine. That's cool. That's freaking cool. And then I'm going to get another one just here after that junction. We'll squeeze in... No, yeah, just there. And that's fine, because then the next stop is just over on that point. Right, let me see if I can replicate that, because that was a fluke. I didn't expect me to be able to do that right now. Oh, man, you gotta love that anarchy, right? Gotta love that freaking anarchy. I'm actually going to do it from here. I'll place it there. And then the roads... There we go. We then unhook that one to then upgrade it to then dropping down the monorail line. Right, that's also done so freaking gloriously. So then I can set up a loop. So we have our little tram loop anyway. The monorail one will go from there to there. Oh wait, you can't go there. Why can't it? Am I missing a bit of track? Wait, I actually can't go over there now. What's going down? Am I missing something? Don't tell me now it doesn't work. Are we so upset? Right, does this need water, by the way? That's the wrong pipe I just placed down. Right, why is this not working? I have the thing all down. So I could do a stop there. Okay, I can't do there. Can I do there to here? No. Well, I can go there to there, but I can't go to here. So maybe... Oh, hold on. Did I use the one-way one? Don't tell me I used the one-way track. I might have done. No, because I can upgrade it that way. Huh? Huh? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Right, let me, Is it when you unhook the road, it changes... It must change the station then. I bet you that is the same then. No. No. Do you know what, guys? I don't think I can actually do it then. Right, let me see. Let me place another one down. Like this. So what actually happened? Oh, hang on. Hold on. It might be easier to do the opposite way round. So let me pause. Right, delete that. Delete this little section. Delete this. Right, it might be easier to do it this way. So basically what's happening is I'm placing this down, and when I upgrade the road underneath it to go to the tram track one, it kind of deletes obviously the monorail above this, which then makes it not work again, if that makes sense. So to counteract that, if I use this up to there, and obviously where then I'll upgrade that road instead. Right, if I put that across to there, so the monorail would work and connect, but then the tram line, where's the tram? I take the tram track and I anarchy that through myself. Does that then still work? So then if I went to the monorail and did that there. Haha! But obviously it can't connect to here because I got to do the same to this one. Okay. Sometimes, guys, my genius knows no bounds. Right, okay. If that was really confusing, I'd do it again. So, wrong building. Place you down there, which connects up that. But I have to upgrade that road for the trams to pass through. So instead, we get the tram tracks, and we're anarchying it through. It does look a little bit weird. Of course it does. So you kind of have to kind of roll with it. But it's what's needed to make this work. Which that should update in just a moment. Yep, works. Right, glorious, guys. Glorious, glorious, glorious. See, guys, I told you. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. So, where was we? So from there to there, and then to here, to here, here. So this is actually going to be quite a big loop, which is going to be quite cool. To there, to there, to there, to there, and then bam, and bam to complete the line. And on the opposite side now, we do the exact same loop, but we're going in the opposite direction. So we might see a lot of people now start using the monorails more than before because of how this double loop goes back and forth. And how that other monorail line goes from one side of SnowTown to the other. So they might become like dedicated routes. That could be pretty cool. To there, and then finally to here. Right, that's all done then. I still have to delete that monorail track it runs through, but I'll leave that for a later date. Oh, hold on. Got some issues there with power. There we go. So the monorails are now all connected. We've just got to sort out this issue. Because pretty much what it does, by not having any turn-offs on this road, it just filters the traffic to a different area. That's pretty much all we are doing right now. So like I said earlier, I've made the whole, everyone bypass the whole peninsula here. But that's not where the traffic wanted to go. They actually wanted to go in here. Which is why we got to take a look at maybe doing a couple of turn-off roads. So we can kind of treat this like a little mini highway passing through. And we got to sort that out. So pretty much what they're doing right now is they're coming down here and they're all in the left-hand lane making a right-hand turn. Because that makes no sense whatsoever, right? That makes no sense whatsoever. So if I do it like this, where that goes there and then that goes over here. Now we also have a lot of people crossing the road as well. Which doesn't help us. The traffic light's off there. Yep. So it is what it is. But again, we need to kind of get rid of that. So what we do is, this road coming down, if I had a little turn-off road here that went under, round, and then connected into this double single lane road, then that filters them into there a little bit easier. Obviously, if you're only coming down from this road. So vehicles coming down here, I've got it a little bit easier. Or at least we think they have anyway. At least they think they have. Right. I can also... Can I connect this road up? Smack bang to there. Yes, boys. And also, the more roads we have going up this way, then the less traffic we have on these individual roads as well, because we're filtering traffic a little bit more. So, bringing all this down. Some areas I'll leave quite open and whatnot. And I think I'll have this road go straight through the middle. Because then it'll give me an idea of how close I can get now with my little turn-offs. Which should be pretty interesting. Okay. So, as it stands right now then, I know it's snowing really bad and we can barely see anything. But I'm not seeing much traffic on this junction. It's just... Well, it was here, but then something like that little lane management has kind of solved it. So, the question is, Yelseniak, do you want to create those little turn-offs there? I'm going to have to, because obviously when I place more stuff in this little area, it's going to have more traffic as well. Unless the monorails are doing such a big job for us right now, that could also be another little bonus. But there isn't really any traffic, is there? Not like last episode. There really isn't. So then the question is, do I want to do that? I don't know. But I will sort out this 90-degree turn right now. So if I just delete it, and let me just see what the actual thing was. It was by 8. So instead of 8, if we went by 14 there, delete that one, and then go by 14 here. So they're a little bit more natural, the angles that the vehicles turn off on. And then the 2-lane highway. There we go. Bam, bam, beautiful. So a little bit more natural turn off. A more natural angle. Means that they don't slow down turning off this the highway here, and then they slow down. They slow down here when they do the 90°. They only slow down once because before they were slowing down, speeding up, slowing down. So again, like I say, it's a little bit more natural that turn off than at this point, isn't it? Yeah. But traffic seems alright, doesn't it? It kind of does. And my brand new road here is also filtering vehicles through. So it's then, do I really need to push it towards doing that? Ooh, it's a tough one, boys. It's a tough one. But, okay. If I don't do it, then if I just leave it out, we can have that as a future option if we go down that route. But traffic is looking pretty good right now. Let's do this little footpaths going across. Now, do you know what I never use when it comes to building cities? A bicycle path. Do you reckon a bicycle path would be good to like get people crossing over? Now, we have 2 points where we did the underground section here and over here. Is to create or come off these and create our little footpath bridges going over. That'd be quite interesting, but I don't know if I integrate a bike path in it or not. Maybe I do the bike path on this one, and then there's a normal footpath bridge on this one. Alright, let's see. So I've got to try and get it in the middle as well. How am I going to get it to connect? There we go. So if I come off here and then go up by 12 at that point there, is 12 classed as enough to cut across here? It's definitely high enough for the boats, but this angle right now is shocking. And is that the only angle? So maybe I bring it down. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? That's definitely a bit better. And then we'll make it go straight to the monorail connection there, which is handy then, because before they used to cross over here, they can get off there and then walk across over. Even to kind of get over to this monorail stop as well. So that'll be handy for those guys. So, as it's still thunder and lightning and freaking snowing so bad right now, I'm trying to build a beautiful path. So if I bring this up to here, because I also want to try and integrate it to come around in this direction. But I don't know, should I bend it instead? Well, let's see what we can come up with here. A 2x2. There we go. Well, that bends around there quite nice. And if I just do a simple connection like that, but obviously we need to bring this down. So that goes up. Now obviously that point in the middle is high enough for the ferries to pass under. There's no supports, so I don't know what's holding up this bridge right now. Can I upgrade it to B? No. That's so weird, isn't it? It's so weird. But already people are going across it, so it looks kind of handy for some peeps, which is good. So that's pretty cool then. Now I want to do the same on this side, but this one's going to be a bike cycling path. So let's try and replicate this. I've just realised that the path here doesn't go across. There we go. And then cycling path then. Let me just turn it off here. Why won't that turn off? There we go. So I'm going to elevate this. I'll do up to 12 again, because I can make sure that it's the right height going across. But I'm also trying to avoid all that snapping. Man, this thunder and lightning needs to calm itself down right now. Right, down we go there. So that's a little bit more natural going up. Nice. And then if I make it go straight... Actually, no. Before I do that, where does that path come from here? So if I had a path come off here at this point there. And if I... came off there and then bent this up and round, so that's a 3 by 3. Boom. And I'm going to bring this down and around and connect to it. Oh wait, have I just done that whole thing as a bike path? Right, I want this to be a normal path. How can you tell if it's a bike path or not? Oh, it has the green thing on top, doesn't it? Yeah. Right. So if I brought this out, say, here then. So we know where we're coming from. 3 by 3, and obviously go down. I said go down, you fool! There we go. And then what we'll have to do is select this point there, and then bring it down a bit. And then that point, and then we slope them. Nice. So then we have a bike path cutting straight across. And connects up to the path as well, where people can cut that corner out entirely. Oh, snap! See, I knew that would happen. I called it. I knew people were going to get off this monorail stop and then walk over to potentially get up to this monorail stop. So that has its benefits, which might cut out more vehicles going around this place. But we utilize this area anyway, which is pretty good. So it is a bike path, so bikes are going across. Now I chose that to be the bike one because one, they can get across the bridges quicker via bike. But if I make the longest one out of two, the bike one, then, you know, it's a big help. It is a real big help right now. Actually, it's actually pretty cool, that is, having those little bridges going across. As we build this area up more and more and more, oh snap! Did the lightning take out my pylon? Yeah. As we build more and more on this side against the river, I'll do more little footbridges going across as well. That's pretty cool to see. You get the odd bike or two going across. Any more going across right now? There we go. There's one. But I'm liking seeing all these people using this. There's actually quite a lot of people, isn't there? That's pretty cool. So again, that does what it needs to do, which again, I don't really have any traffic. I ain't seen much traffic over here again. I think that's because of how smooth that turnoff is. And they all slow down here in general anyway to make that 90-degree turn. That's fine. Vehicles all coming down, so I might not have to use the little turnoffs there. Right, we got the snow plows now ploughing the car park. But let's just kind of configure the rest of this. I want to get some more zoning in anyway. So this is all high density and whatnot, but it is coming over to this area where it's becoming low density. And that's what we want to kind of progress with a little bit further. But this is all going to be residential just here anyway. Squeeze what I can in on this side. And this road here will be the point where it merges from high density to low density as well. So that's when cul-de-sacs and all other stuff kind of come into play a bit more. So if I go up by... How big is the cul-de-sac stick out? Right, if I get 10 there and 10 here, How far does the cul-de-sac stick? I always forget the size of it. Boom and boom. Does that stick out too much? Oh no, that's actually quite perfect. Okay. So then if I drop this residential just here, just so then I know that's what the point is, where it crosses over from high density to low density. It's a visual marker for me, just in case I forget when I go crazy with my zoning in the future. Sweet, mate. Sweet. And then back to the roads anyway. We'll have this one tear through and connect directly up to there. So we still have those runs. Because the more we have going inline down this way, then the less traffic we have on, you know, individual dedicated roads. But we'll have a few more little cut throughs as well, so it's not the be all end all. And I also want to again try and get away slightly from the grid. So if I come out by 20 there, 20 here, and then what we can do is we are 11 across. So if I do a here a 5 by 5, and then here a 10. Okay, I need to actually do a 15 by 15, don't I? $15 by 15 there. And we're kind of like mimicking what we've got set up on that side. That's cut straight there. So we kind of lose him in many ways, the grid format. So as you get over to this side, it kind of slowly disappears. But it won't be too busy anyway, because it's going to be all low density stuff. But we'll fill this up anyway with all the commercial. So let me just pause for a hot minute. All the commercial around here. And we'll do this little section commercial too, leading up to there. So that'll be our commercial there. We'll squeeze some offices in here as well. But we're going to put a high-rise ban on this little section. So I keep that bit there quite open. Nice. So to do a high-rise ban, I don't really have any zoning in, do I? We haven't done any districts. That's something we need to kind of get on top of. But if I paint this area here, which is pretty much all going to be the same, which is called, what's it called itself there? Hillside Hills. What a name. What a freaking name, boys. So this will be one little district here. And you know what might be a good idea, guys? Is in the comment section right now is to leave me a bunch of name suggestions for potential districts that I can zone throughout the city. So it hasn't got to be like specific for each area, or unless you want to go down that route. But if I kind of zone a load of places, like this area right now, I'm not sure what we called it, but if you come up with like a load of snow-themed district names, then I can just kind of zone each area and like just tick a name off the list. But that's what we'll go for this area. And for Hillside Hills here, obviously it won't stay Hillside Hills because it's near no hills. City planning, we're going to put a high-rise ban on it. Just so those offices that do build there won't be ridiculous over-the-top buildings. Which, that would be pretty good. That would be pretty good, boys. And then traffic can just filter around quite nice. It knows exactly where you're going and what you're doing and stuff like that. So that's all good. That's all good. And I think as well, just to remind myself, I'll place down the path crossing just here, so people can get to the monorail stop, even though I'll do another one anyway. Bam! So just a couple down there so people know, again, where they've got to walk and where they've got to get to. That's all good then. Right, how is your boys' little bridges doing then? So that is going to be heavily used. Nice. And there's quite a few people using the bikes as well. That's pretty cool too. Okay, I like it. I like it. I like where it's heading. See, now I've used the bike lanes there. It kind of makes me want to use more bike lanes throughout the whole place. It really does. It really does. Right, all this little zoning then is going to suck all the demands that I currently have right now until it's pretty much all done. One is the public transport like these days then. So the monorail, only 1,000 people a week using it, but it's jumped to 1,100. So that's still actually growing. That's still growing. The heaviest used one right now is the tram line, which is probably the majority is from this area. But again, we might have some over here too, which could be interesting. But I need to extend that subway line too to give this industry up here, which will eventually be expanding. I need to give it its own metro too. Now, if I just drop that dead in the center, and then also I'm going to drop this here. Do I drop it there? Should I drop it center? I'm going to drop it center. So this monorail stop here that's going to... this subway line here that's going to cross. Let me turn the anarchy off as well, because I will get issues happening. We'll go across here. And it will connect over to this point. There we go. Oh, see? I knew it. I freaking knew it. That's because I've placed the stop in Anarchy. Which the other one might happen as well. This one might do the same right now. So let me just kind of... Yeah. See, when you place the metro stop in Anarchy mode, and then you place the rail into it, it kind of makes it glitch upwards, which is a really weird bug. Right, and what we'll do then, we'll bring this to here and bend it just there. To bend that to there. So it does a stop at the industrial area, and then it goes on to do a stop at the oil industry, thus completing that line from the downtown area, which I could extend it to go further down into the middle a bit. But I don't know if it literally then fully takes away from that. I'm still not 100% sure just yet. But I love this though. I've got to sort out some bus routes as well. So let me drag and move this stop to the very top here. And then the ones that it passes through then. One on that side, one on that side. And it might be a little bit difficult to get the one under here. There. Nah, that's perfectly fine. Sweet, mate. So now, Metro Line then fully expands going down in this direction. You just got to give him the water. There we go. And this needs power. So get a few more riders using the subway line then. This area is being built up quite nice still. Liking it. Liking it a bit. And leisure. So that's not the leisure button. Parks. That's where we currently are right now. Let's get something thrown in over here. So I'm thinking, where is it? Do I go for like a tennis club? Even though it's like an outdoor sports event building. Oh, we've got fishing pier. We've got snowmobile track. See, that's actually quite a cool one. But it's kind of out of place in the downtown section. Same with all this. Unless I do like some kind of like landmark. Nah, that won't fit in either. The Statue of Industry. Statue of Wealth. So I don't know whether that would fit the vibes as well. What have we got here? Spa Hotel. What was that there? A snowboard arena? Holy smokes. How do I get this stuff? Damn, boy. A casino's a good one. Should I drop a nice little casino down? I feel like that needs like its own little dedicated area. We should just stick to like normal stuff. Should we just get like a nice little landmark down? Oh, what small buildings got? Oh, there we go. We could do a mall of moderation. That's perfect. Because it is like a big shopping district that we do have set up here. And it can finish off our area quite nice. Just by dropping that in there. So finish off all of our zoning. All the way around. And then ends it with the mall of moderation. Which should provide us... Does it provide leisure? Only a tiny bit. Not a lot. Not a lot right now, but I could also drop in. That's the golf course. We do need some parking, don't we? Do I do like a generic parking like this? Or do you reckon I can squeeze in the larger one here? Nah, it's a bit too big, that one, to squeeze in there. Let me go back to the roads. So does that give a little bit of leisure? It does a little bit, but more importantly, it adds a multi-story car park, which would be quite handy. But I've got to build some car parks anyway, and I think that's what I'm going to integrate within this area when we do build the little park area. We have so many vehicles just chilling around on these streets. Maybe I can utilize an area here. So if I grab... See, that road, it would work, but I gotta upgrade this to that kind of road. And then what would fit in here? One of those would fit in. Wonderful. Right, turn that. Drop that just there. And then what I do is, with the path, connect there and there, right? And then parking restrictions, I applied them all to here and here, all to there and there, all to here and here. So do it all down there. And then add another one of these just in here. So that car park is already filled up. And then they just park then down these side streets. But if I can get these little dedicated parking lots in, oh, that's going to be so cool. And then was it this one? I can't remember. No, it wasn't that one. It was this one, right? Is that what it was? Yeah. And then we drop in that just there. And the paths go across. So then I'll park in there. Again, it doesn't jump like it did in the other one because they've physically now got to drive there unless I take off parking restrictions in that area. But then I could also... I could actually do another one. Which means I could get rid of this path. Let me just get rid... Because they will walk down this or then walk down the new one I'm about to build right now as well. So let's do this one as well. And then go straight across here. I could extend it. Yeah, we're doing multiple ones. So that's a nice little way to kind of integrate some car parks, isn't it? And keep the vehicles off the road. And also keeping the paths crossing. Like this. It's pretty glorious. And we can intertwine and add in a few more buildings here, there, and everywhere. So that will do its job then. That will do its job. There's only a few spaces left open in this one. And we'll eventually build stuff all the way around it anyway, and the car parks will be nicely integrated. But it's actually now coming along, guys. We don't really have any traffic issues now at this point, right? I don't think we do. Public transport then. We're still got 1,100 on the monorails. Subway's now starting to creep up a little bit, and I expect that is down to because we added in these extra stops which get workers to and from. The only industry that we don't have public transport to at the minute, because we've got the monorail stop over here, is our forest industry. But I'm not too sure what we'll do for that and how we integrate it over. It probably won't until I start building up here. We add something over. Oh, hold on. Our export area here doesn't have any power. It's the lightning. The lightning sparks our power lines and destroys them. It's like a natural disaster. Get it out of here, boy. Get it out of here right now. But it's looking pretty good. We've made some sweet progress. Fixed many problems that were occurring. Added in some good little features like this bridge going across right now and the bicycle one, which I really, really do like. Added in our little car parks here with the paths cutting through so people can filter from now. Rather than one lane, they can filter from 4 individual lanes right now walking down, which is pretty cool to see. And we've got one over here too. Got our big monorail loops wrapping around this whole peninsula area. We've got the monorail line that simply just cuts through. Are we still winning games? Of course, we haven't lost a game. That's how good SnowTown FC is right now. That's how good it is. Got a nice little shopping area up. We've got the high-rise band down as well, so nobody kind of gets a little bit crazy. And we have our subway line extending too. So it's all good progression. It really is all good progression right now. We're going to keep up the momentum. I want to build the next industry soon. Whether that be the farming industry or the fishing industry. Got to get that up and running. And I also, guys, it's really important because I always kind of forget this when building cities. And that is to, let me get to the zoning. To get the specialization set up for the individual commercial offices and the home as well. Which is the industry one? No, where is it? Here, there we go. The industry as well. So even though we're doing our very own forestry industry, you know, farming industry or oil or that kind of jazz, I want to zone the dirty industry, this kind of stuff, to this stuff as well. So we can get more goods produced and then we can start looking at getting down all the unique factories as well. That's going to be a pretty cool thing to get done too. But we'll see pretty much how it goes. But we solved that issue that we had last episode. It was a simple and easy fix. Nothing to worry about, really, is there? Not really. But guys, we are going to end it for here. Hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, guys, I'll see you all soon. So good.